Hello everyone, welcome to episode 88 of this awesome, amazing Osu Let's Play series. In the last episode, I talked about custom tournament maps, sort of giving some behind the scenes information on how they're made, and also just giving my own personal opinion on them. And in this episode, I want to talk about cut streams. You know, those streams that continue in the tapping, right? But then there's like a cut in the way that you aim it. Like there's like 4 notes and then another 4 notes, but it's like one continuous. Those patterns, those are called cut streams. I will talk about how exactly to play them comfortably and consistently, and hopefully that will all be clear. I will mention now that it definitely ties in from the idea of chunking, which I mentioned in a previous episode. You should check that out, linked up here in the top right corner, or also linked in the description. But yes, I'll mostly be expanding on those ideas in this video. But before I get into the actual episode, I'd like to shout out, as usual, that I live stream every single day over at twitch.tv. So that will be linked in the description. But if you want to hang out with me or watch me play this game live or ask me questions, anything like that, please stop by, say hello. And also, bonus points if you tell me that you came from this Let's Play series. We'll be very, very happy to see you there. So, yes, with that, chunking, like I mentioned, is very important in playing cut streams properly. And the reason is because I think cut streams are... Okay, so the most common mistakes I think people make with cut streams is that they either leave like the last note of a chunk too early, or they don't reach the first note of one of the chunks in time. And just, I guess, as a summary of what chunking is you want to focus most of your attention on the first note, making sure you hit the first note of each little chunk that you've made sort of in your head of a pattern. And then you want to spend the rest of your energy, or I guess the next most important note of each chunk is the last one. So, but yeah, I think really making sure you land the first note of each little chunk of a stream is really, really important. So yeah, you can see this map has some cut streams, both in cut in 2s and then also some of them cut in 4s. Or I guess cut in 8 like that. Oh, that pattern is so sick. But yeah, one thing I will say is I think the stamina aspect of playing the streams can sometimes make a really big difference, I would say. Because sometimes you are playing a stream, or you're playing a map, like let's say this map normally, like you would hardly be able to tap these streams like as is, and then like if it's cut, then you might end up like, I don't know, feeling a bit more pressured, kind of. Or I don't really know how to think. Like you might panic a little, and then you might end up trying to tap a little harder than you would otherwise, and you would run out of stamina more quickly, basically. But yeah, let's see. Overall, I would say focusing on your aim is probably more important to, you know, make sure you get that jump right with your cursor movement. And then after that, honestly, try to make your tapping like as autopilot as possible. Like try not to think about the jump with your tapping hand, or like your tapping in general. But obviously you do need to make that jump with your aim hand. So yes, hopefully that is somewhat clear. But yeah, definitely, because I think it's very, very easy to end up just like sort of panicking, and then you either end up like not focusing that much. Like, okay, how do I put this? You want to focus, right? Especially on your aim, I think. But you don't want to over-focus, because there's if you focus too much, it'll like loop back around. Like it'll loop 360, and then like you're not even focused at all anymore. So you want to make sure you don't do that. Honestly, cut streams, they're not even that bad, okay? Like think about it. Whenever you see a cut stream in a map, if ever you're the type of player to be like, oh, cut streams, oh shoot, this is so hard, oh my gosh, oh man, I really gotta play this pattern, then just think back to that one Let's Play episode you watched on YouTube, and you heard this guy be like, oh yeah, cut streams, you know, not that bad, not that bad. And then like, oh shoot, okay, true, so true. And then like you play a map with a cut stream, and then look at this, you're just like, oh yeah, so easy. It's so easy. And then you're like, oh yeah, so true. This is definitely cut streams. They're nothing. They are nothing to me. And you just move your cursor. Oh wait. Okay. You don't do that though. You don't do that. Definitely. Yeah. You don't do that. You would never miss like that. Okay. Let's see other things. Okay. In general. Okay. So sort of what I was trying to mention before. I think just increasing your raw tapping stamina skill cap is really important, because if you're running out of stamina on that BPM anyway, then it's going to be very easy for you to really just fall apart when you play cut stream, because honestly, I think cut streams do take a bit more like deliberateness with your tapping to make sure that you really land the transition between the little sections of the stream. But yeah, I think overall, I think chunking is the most important thing. So chunking, especially for your aim, and then also I guess generally processing the pattern. And then aside from that, try as best you can to make your tapping on autopilot. Like try not to think too much about it, because you want your tapping ideally to just sort of continue as if it was not a cut stream. And I feel like if you think too hard about it, then it's going to be very easy for you to end up like sort of having a pause in your tapping as you try to like switch between the chunks of the stream. So yeah, I think also like as your tapping skill cap improves, it helps a lot to just, I guess, have confidence in your tapping, because then that way you can just be like, okay, you know what, tapping hand, just do your thing, right? Just do your thing. I'll focus on aiming the little cut in this pattern, and it's gonna be all good. And yeah, that is cut streams. Honestly, well, one thing I do want to say, okay, let me play this one last map. I might make this episode a little shorter, because I'm not sure if there is that much more to talk about. Just a quick little episode talking about cut streams, but yeah, I do want to mention that let me think of how to put this. Oh, I do not remember what I was gonna mention. Okay, that's a bit odd. Okay, yeah. Okay, so chunking is something that you can practice. I mean, I mentioned this in the chunking episode as well, but you can practice it on any pattern. It doesn't only have to be cut streams, but as you get better at chunking, then whenever a cut stream does come up, you're going to be that much more comfortable at playing it. So I do have a couple maps obviously from this episode that I think are good for practicing cut streams, but don't feel like you need necessarily to have a cut stream map in order to practice cut streams, because you can definitely just practice it by, or you can practice the sort of reading aspect. Oh shoot, misread. Speaking of reading aspect, yeah, you can just practice it by just practicing chunking on like any map. Well, I thought this map had cut streams. What happened? Wait, that's interesting. Am I playing the wrong diff? Uh-oh. Wait, I actually thought this map had cut streams. Oh, okay, that's interesting. Okay, well, you know, stream map, let's go. Okay, maybe they're at the end. Oh, look at the stream, Okay. A lesson though, I think if this map did have cut streams, then you ideally would want to be tapping it the same way, right? Be careful not to switch to like tap stream alting. Oh, what was that jump? Okay, that's a little awkward. This map has no cut streams. What in the world? Interesting. But yeah, it is a stream map though. Nice wholesome map by the Philippines. Let's go. Greetings from Philippines. Okay, yes, anyway. Hopefully that is somewhat clear. I would definitely suggest practicing chunking first and foremost, and then aside from that, when you're playing cut streams, make sure you focus largely on your aim and try to have your tapping as autopilot as possible. And I think improving your tapping, stamina, skill cap in general will help you with confidence to sort of leave your tapping hand to do its own thing and just stream through the cut stream while you try to aim it as best you can. But yeah, with that, I think that is pretty much going to do it for this episode. Quick little episode just focused on cut streams. So hopefully you found that helpful, especially if you have been struggling with this type of pattern. But yes, with that, if you guys have suggestions for future episodes, definitely leave those in the comment section because I do read all the comments on these videos. And speaking of videos, you guys should all check out my YouTube channel, check out my other videos because I upload every single day. And I also stream every single day. You guys should all hang out with me on Twitch. But yes, with that, we'll see you guys next time.